sorry, I lied to you. I didn't mean to. I accidentally did, but this might be the most powerful thing he says in his book. Racial reconciliation won't happen until we can love each other with a godly love that takes over our will and breaks our hearts. He goes on to say, we dishonor God, ourselves, and our neighbors when we decide how, when, and with whom to share his love. And so I kind of hinted at in one of the earlier ones that racism is a heart issue, and it's from the heart that we choose to honor and value others. And as he said, as members of the human race, the values we share far outweigh our differences. And that's just because we're all created in the image of God, and that's why we're called to honor everyone and respect everyone, is because we're all made in the image of God. And racism ultimately comes down to, it's a spiritual issue that that there are practical measures, laws and different things that we can put in place, but it really comes down to, it's a spiritual issue. It's an issue of the heart, and we have to change hearts. And that's, when he talked about, we have to have meaningful conversation. Just the other ones that I talked about, blessing your neighbor, not feeling entitled, and knowing that life isn't a zero-sum game that you have to take from others, and to not be afraid of those that don't look like you, and just to choose honor, not to choose sides, and not to look at others as being in your outgroup. That's, those are ways we get that we can get past racism. But it's ultimately, just an issue of the heart. It's a spiritual issue, and we have to submit that to God and say, God, we choose to honor everyone, no matter what they look like. And as I've been saying, and one of the things I want to work on, which I feel like I'm pretty good at, but and you can always get better at, is to look at others through the eyes of Jesus and not your own eyes.
Thanks for watching and listening. It would mean so much to me if you hit the like or subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Rumble, YouTube, or like the Facebook page.